Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nuuli Forged. I'm Jared, and I will be your dungeon master this evening. Sadly, work happened, and Tanner is unavailable, so Aetis will be Jaegered by Matt this evening, as well as playing his character. So let's go around, do some introductions. And Matt, why don't you start us off? Tell us who you are, who you're playing, and tell us what your character would like to find, just kind of randomly stumble upon a buried treasure on a beach. Like, what would be the ideal treasure?
All right, Matt, I'll be managing Spoot and Aetis tonight. And easy answer for Spoot, at least. I think he stumbled across a big barrel of fish. That would pretty much make his day. Um,
Real fish or like bejeweled fish, decorative fish?
I,
Swedish
th-
fish.
I think real fish. I honestly think that, like, initially, if it was bejeweled fish and he realized you couldn't eat them, he'd be like, oh, I guess I can buy fish with these.
Mm-hmm.
Aetis would probably be pretty happy if he stumbled upon like a box of makeup kits, maybe.
Yeah, like the latest palettes. Is that what makeup is called? Palettes? I'm not really sure.
I don't know.
I don't
Honest-
know.
Paint. I mean, you have a painter's palette. Sure, why not?
I'd ask
yeah.
Tanner, but
Yeah, Tanner is our resident beauty guru, so.
Yeah,
sorry, I
can't
take
say.
so many cheap shots at him when he's not even here. Sorry, Tanner.
Nah.
It's all right. You
He-
should have
That's
heard
all
what we
right.
said about you when you were gone.
Yeah, well, you know.
It's fair.
He's a good lad. He's a good lad. Cool. Let's move on down to Sarah.
Hey, I'm Sarah, and I'm playing Olive, the half-orc druid. That's what she is. And if she was on a beach, I bet she'd be real thrilled to find an entire chest of that really horrible incense.
Awesome. I love it. Cool. And let's go on to Amber.
Howdy, I'm Amber. I play Grrrig, the Goblin Artificer. And if I were to find a buried treasure on the beach, I want it to be treasure, like golden stuff.
All right. I dig it. And how about you, Mike?
My name is Mike. I play Defect, the Nuuli Forged barbarian. And I thought you would ask a different question this week, so I'm going to combine my two answers.
Okay.
So for buried treasure, Defect would love to find Tom Brady's Super Bowl ring from this upcoming game, plus an X. The two of them, just side by side. I think you'll love them both.
The new poetry book.
Well, all right. Fine. I guess we know what Mike is thinking about right now. Must be some form of sports orbing.
Is there a local team? Huh?
Does the
local
local
team.
team play? I don't know. There's a lot of sports orbs. It's hard to keep them all straight, I guess.
This is the one that's not actually an orb.
Right. This is the one that is an ovoid. Is that the right term? Oblong? Oblong, ovoid.
I think it's an ovoid.
Avoid.
Oh boy.
Also misnamed
Ellipsoid.
because they call it, but they don't use the same body part they call it. So, who knows?
Nah.
Anyway,
I think it's an ellipsoid because an ovoid would be like
Ah.
wider on one end than the other. Right?
true.
Possible.
An
But it's
ellipsoid?
like
I don't think I knew that ellipsoid was actually a word.
Yeah.
It is. How did you
the
not
things
know
you
that?
learn.
I'm an
They
idiot.
make fabulous reflectors, in fact.
Well, yes, that is true.
Yeah. Yeah, see?
That is true.
Oh, I was sitting there trying to explain what an ellipsoid or reflector spotlight was, and I'm muted the whole time.
Yeah. I guess I'm just used to calling it like an ellipsoidal that I forgot you could just like leave the L off of it. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, let's do a little recap and dive into some crazy D&D shenanigans instead of boring the internet with nerdy tech theater talk. So, last episode, our adventurers breached the forest across the wild plains, finding a shortcut that cut a few days off their travels. Aetis detected a portal nearby and found a fully functioning wayfinding runestone linked to an active portal, which he learned to be connected to the fire plane. As the group camped nearby, Aetis spent some time investigating the stone, only to be interrupted by some strange lizard-rooster hybrids that the party realized were cockatrices. A short scuffle ensued, and the monsters were slain, with the group getting back to being able to rest. The next day brought a trek through the woods, getting ever more familiar to Olive, discovering a giant-sized hand axe half buried in the ground, which encouraged the party to continue onwards towards Olive's cave instead of hanging around there a little bit. They successfully evaded a group of ogres through the night, and the next morning, however, they fell victim to a trio of half-horse, half-eagle creatures, hippogriffs, who dove out of the sky hoping for an easy meal. But 'twas not to be, for once again our intrepid party overcame the odds and defeated the creatures. And that is where we resume our story.
Right, that's why I have so few hit points.
Yes, you all have just defeated 3 hippogriffs who dove out of the sky hoping to make a mid-morning snack out of you.
Let's go back to sleep.
Well, it's about like 10 or 11. So the day's pretty clear though. But yeah.
Yeah.
So do you continue onward? Olive, you would know in this area that you are getting closer to places that you are familiar with. Like you can see familiar outlines kind of in distant areas, and you think you're probably about a little over a day and a half or so away from your cave.
Ooh. Going home.
Yeah.
I think we should keep moving now.
I think we should.
Tend to the wounds, though. Sorry, I was reading over what Aetis can or cannot do. How are you feeling, Olive?
Great.
Hi. How are you looking? You're still hurt? I mean.
So, assuming we finish just after that battle, yeah, I'm not doing so great. Of course, it reloaded and changed my hit points, but I think I've got them. I've got them resynced, so not great is the answer.
Yeah.
Perhaps maybe we should take a short rest then, and before we head on our way,
You can do that.
Save us some spell slots for later.
Yep. Sounds good. Yeah. Looks like I'm good on wild shape slots, but I've used some spell slots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely, I think you infected or infestationed a hippogriff, and...
That's a cantrip.
Ah.
I can do that all day.
Well, great. I love it.
This is why we like infesting.
Is there a safe place nearby, maybe just off the road to...
Take a quick rest?
Yeah, you can find yourself a little off, out from under the open sky if you want to head under a few trees and kind of spend an hour doing that.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Cool. You can go ahead and roll hit dice.
Yes, please.
All right. There you go. So that's 16 hit points back.
Yeah.
By spending 2 hit dice, so that's great. Spoot, you
back
get
up to
back
max,
5.
So.
Did my work?
Yep, you got 5.
Oh. Very nice.
Wonderful. Cool.
One more time.
All right, go for it.
There we go.
And another 6. Very cool.
The Beyond 20s being weird.
Oh, yeah?
There we go. Oh, yeah. I got it. I just got to knock those off.
Yeah, it's not counting them for us for reasons.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I had to mark mine off too,
Okay.
but I did.
Great. I appreciate that. Wonderful. So, you all begin trekking back. Olive, you're able to kind of navigate yourself. You do end up, having no problems whatsoever with any sort of terrain-based difficulties. You can feel that you're going kind of uphill at the moment, and you know that once you come over a certain rise or hills, you actually catch a glimpse of Broke Lake in the distance.
Oh, come on, guys, we're almost there.
I think it's a good idea to let Olive take over at this point.
All right.
Obviously,
Sure.
so I'm gonna keep Aetis quiet.
All right. Yeah.
Novel.
Yeah. For the purposes of tonight, you can totally Jaeger Aetis in combat, but out of combat, he is shadowy and indistinct, and fairly
Not
agreeable.
our leader.
Yeah, he's pretty agreeable.
Grrrig is really confused.
It's like, what's
Uh,
into
Looking
this
at him
guy?
suspiciously.
That is fair. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Someone else take the charge. I don't want to lead.
Mm-hmm.
This way, guys. Come on, you can see my lake.
You have a lake?
So
Not
indeed,
me,
Cool.
but-
a few hours later, just after midday, you do kind of reach a little clearing at the top of a hill, and you can see going down is a bit of forest and some more open plains, and off in the distance, you can see just barely on the horizon, glinting, you can see some sparkly stuff off of water. It's much too far to make out any detail, but you're at a high enough point and it's far enough away that you're kind of seeing over everything in between. But far and away, there it is, Broke Lake.
It's kind of beautiful. How many fish are in there?
Lots of fish.
Maybe we can take a little detour on our way back, for science.
Yeah, sure. As you continue chatting and moseying on down, Olive, there comes a point where you realize where you are. And where you are is not really a place where you want to be.
Oh.
You realize that you have stumbled into an area that it's not like off limits necessarily, but it can be very dangerous. You've stumbled into an everberry grove.
Everberry Grove.
Yeah, you know that these groves are protected by very large forest creatures. So, and more so about the berries themselves than like actually traveling through the area. So you would know that.
Let's try to keep it quiet. Don't touch anything.
What's that? Grrrig
That's a
says,
bit-
pointing at a berry.
That's a berry, and if you touch it, bad things will happen.
Okay, so
Mm.
this is like the blue cactus that wasn't a cactus? Or is this like a trap?
No, this is more like those belong to somebody who's going to be possessive of them.
Oh. Okay. At some point while we're walking, Grrrig is going to do a sleight of hand to pick a berry.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
I have to admit, though, I was pretty curious too. I'm like, oh, this
12.
All right, cool. Great. So everybody notices Greg kind of reach over to a bush and pull off a bunch of these silver-colored berries.
Greg. Didn't Olive just talk about this?
I don't know, it was like 15 minutes ago.
Maybe we should put them back. Is that possible? Just lay them down on the ground?
You eat them?
Walk
What are they
away?
for?
I'm curious too, but I'm gonna go based on Olive's warning here.
Olive, to the best of your ability, or the best of your knowledge, the berries are perfectly edible. In fact, that's why they are protected so fiercely by the creatures of the forest. And they're called everberries because they grow all year round, and they're always ripe somehow. So
I see.
I hate to be annoying and ask, but considering that I have an herbalism kit, is this a berry that I would be familiar with?
go ahead, make a nature check with advantage because you have herbalism. With a 21, I would say that, yeah,
Thank God for the advantage.
yeah. Yeah, with a 21, you have heard of these berries before. They are often sought after as an ingredient in healing potions. However, depending on where they are gathered from, they can be dangerous to procure.
Yeah, I'll pass that knowledge on to Grrrig, just as like a secondary, like, oh yes, I do remember hearing about this, and there's some danger in gathering them, and it sounds like this is one of those places.
Okay.
Perhaps,
Well,
I don't know if it's worth.
Since I've got them, why don't you keep them?
Oh,
So that if you want to make a potion, then I've already touched them. Come on.
maybe we just put them on the ground, and if we're
But
lucky,
then they're wasted.
then perhaps we haven't pissed anyone off. I don't know if Spoot would say pissed. Upset anyone.
Ah, Matt, get in character.
I'm tempted. Don't get me wrong, but Olive, is there any chance maybe we could trade for these if we were to encounter the protectors of this?
So this are not really articulate.
Are they like hippogriffs or something? I mean, we beat hippogriffs. And didn't we beat a chimera one time? Is that what that thing was called? And then we also killed a dragon. It'll be okay. Here. Or I'll keep them. For when you make us a potion.
I don't think with good conscience I can keep these. I'm going to just close my eyes and keep walking.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you what to do with them.
I will put them in my bag of holding.
Okay.
I'm going to take some time to ritual cast some speak with animals and see if there's anyone around here who can give us some information about this.
Okay.
What might be coming to get us if we run off with their berries?
Cool. So
Olive just
as
talks in the
you
middle
kind
it.
of finish your ritual casting over the course of 10 minutes as you're walking, you hear a only it's very loud and echoey and reverberates for quite a ways as you're walking by a little rise and a bunch of berry bushes, and kind of jumping up onto the rise is a giant elk. And when I say giant elk, your average elk is like 4 to 5 feet at the shoulder, and then like the antlers give it another like 4 feet. This elk is twice that size. This elk is easily 10 foot tall at the shoulder and like another 5 feet or 6 feet with the antlers.
Wow.
And it is staring at you all and kind of making aggressive motions. And it's like...
I'm going to can't help it. I'm going to start like sketching a little bit.
Olive,
the biggest
you
elk.
summoned it.
I didn't summon anything. I chatted with the local wildlife. Summoning is an entirely separate spell.
Okay. Are you talking to it right now?
Can I attempt to talk to this thing?
You can certainly try. What do you want to say to it?
Hi. Hello, respectful term. Hello, good sir. My colleagues here are a little, not so respectful of your property, and I'm here to apologize for them. And we just want to pass on through here, and if you need us to, would you like your berries back?
Does anyone
What are you saying?
It Well, Olive is speaking common. But the beast, the giant elk, lowers its head and kind of shakes its antlers at you. And Olive, you hear back, "You have stolen what is ours, and we do not appreciate this."
I'm very, very sorry. I attempted to warn them about the consequences of that, and they were not receptive to my word of caution.
You
I
are
am very-
small. We are big, and we are many. And he bellows once again.
I'm gonna pull out my potion of animal friendship. I don't think we used it.
Mm-hmm.
I've offered it to Aetis a couple of times, and he's been like, "No, no, no."
He's too proud.
Is that the one with bits of fur and things in it?
Yeah. I'm gonna drink it.
All right. You go ahead and drink that. Olive, go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Olive asked if
Charisma
they,
is not one of my good things. Oh, hey, that's not bad.
Hey, you
Ask
rolled
if
a
they want
19.
to trade.
All right. You can see from its demeanor that after it shakes its antlers again, it kind of settles down, and it's like, "You will take no more berries."
Absolutely not. We are so sorry to have disturbed you.
"We guard these berries for our winters."
I understand.
What is he saying?
You're stealing their winter food.
I took
Are
a
they-
handful of berries. I don't think a handful's gonna make a difference for a creature that big.
That is when you hear 4 more bellowing noises. And you see, across the other side of a little stream that you need to cross, and there's a little bridge, like a little land bridge, you see 4 more giant elks appear from behind various bushes, all on the other side of the stream.
Cool.
They'd be willing to trade.
I'm gonna try to choose the beast ahead of me, choose the big elk, and do the animal friendship on him. The DC 13
Okay. It's a wisdom save.
wisdom save, yeah.
Okay, he failed.
All right. Just be like, it's all right. It's just a little bit. It'll be okay. We'll know for next time.
Cool. Just remind me what the spell does. It lets you convince the beast you mean it no harm.
Charmed.
So, funnily enough, you say this to the beast, to the animal, the giant elk here, and the creature looks at you, and you get a sense that your potion didn't work. It didn't have any effect. It huffs at you.
Its intelligence is too high.
Yeah.
Okay. They're like, what? I mean, come on.
And it makes noises at you. Olive, you understand, and the fact that the creature understood what Grrrig was saying does pique interest in your mind, because your spell only affects you.
Right. But elk speak common. Or elk understand common.
Apparently this one does, yeah.
Apparently. So here's the thing. I don't really want to get in a fight with you all. Are we okay if we take this handful of berries? Because we will kill you.
That was maybe not the best way to go about
I
it.
mean,
It's
like,
just
if we
like-
fight...
That immediately, causes it to change its attitude, and it bears its antlers towards you. It's not horns, it's antlers. And bellows, and all 4 of the other ones you can see in the distance echo the bellow.
Not that we want to kill you, just that if you fight us, we probably will.
I think you're helping, Grrrig.
I'm gonna try to cover Grig's mouth.
Okay.
It's like,
What are you gonna do? This one in front of you. Go ahead and make an insight check there, Olive.
Oh, good. I'm better at insight.
Yeah, this one is like right on the verge of just charging towards you and like smashing Grrrig to pieces with his antlers.
oh man.
Anyone carrying anything that Elk might want?
They don't really have a use for material goods, so
No.
I don't know if rations would be. That's the only thing I had then.
Yeah.
Olive, I will say you know that Grrrig has like wounded the pride of this very majestic looking natural creature. So
Yes.
I'm gonna whisper, apologize for Grrrig. Say it's your child.
Your Highness, we are. I'm so sorry for the rudeness of this young one. She apparently has. She is young and she is not learned in the way of the world, and she evidently requires more education.
okay, go ahead, make another persuasion roll.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Oh no.
Charisma, not so much. Olive is
Yeah.
not charismatic.
So with an 8, you stumble over the words and it just comes out in a way that you didn't mean to, but it sounds to him like you're talking down to him. And he's not happy about it. And I need everyone to roll initiative. Let me show
Sigh.
you where you are.
Apparently my token was not selected. Presumably because it was changing.
Probably. Let's take a look at the world here.
Here we are.
Nice.
Look at that dynamic lighting. Look at that massive elk.
Yeah, it
Look
is.
at that huge elk.
It is massive. And you can see that there are 4 others across
Oh, boy.
the stream.
That stream.
Yeah. So, it's going to be interesting here.
I'm glad we had some spell slots left.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
You are very committed to your character, and for that, I respect you.
Yeah, totally. All right.
And maybe I will keep you alive.
We'll
Just
see.
Great.
Spoot
So
just immediately goes in a shell. Like,
what?
okay.
Spoot, go ahead. Roll for Aetis.
Oh yes, of course.
One more level and I could turn into one of them.
So you gotta let me do it from his.
No, you'll just have to roll a d20 and add it.
Gotcha. Oh,
Oh, it did.
it did do it.
It
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, you
But it
can't
didn't-
like mark off spells, but you can still hit the buttons on the thing.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Great. Bonk. All right. Well, Grrrig, seeing the intent of this beast to trample you into the dirt, it is your turn.
Cool.
Right.
I am looking at that. I am going to scamper over to Olive, and cast Enhance Ability on Olive for charisma checks
Mm-hmm.
and say, I'm not trying to hurt it. I just didn't want to hurt it. Tell it to go away.
I'm trying. Stop talking to it.
You'll be better at it now.
Stop talking.
All
So-
right.
There you go.
Wonderful.
And then I will just hide behind Defect.
Okay.
What if-
Find enough.
advantage
All right,
on
that brings
charisma
us
checks.
to Olive. Olive, you have been enhanced by Grrrig.
I'm going to continue to talk to this thing. Your Highness, I am so sorry. I cannot express how sorry I am and how much I would like to take this child home and educate them further. On the proper mode of address for such beings as yourself, and on the importance of keeping one's hands to oneself when in other people's homes.
All right. Very cool. So you were given Fox's Cunning.
Eagle Splendor.
Eagle Splendor.
Eagle's splendor.
Great. So go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage. Okay, with a 19. The 19, you think you got through to it. Hey there, G Ryan. How you doing? G Ryan in chat. Spoot. That brings us to you.
I'm just gonna look at Greg and go, proud of you, for not talking.
Yep,
And
That's not helping.
I'm going to attempt something on the big elk.
Okay.
Let me find it.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Lightning bolt. No, just kidding. Don't know that. I'm gonna cast Suggestion on the biggest of elk, and
Yeah.
my suggestion is I'm going to say you should let us leave safely without harm, but watch us until we are out of your area to ensure that we do not steal any more berries or break our word.
Okay. All right. So it makes a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. The elk kind of shakes its head a little bit and looks at you, but doesn't look at you aggressively.
And then I'm going to look around to other people and say, perhaps we should just move forward, keep our eyes on the road, and not touch any more berries. Definitely don't attack.
Okay. Next up would be Aetis. What will Aetis do? Will Aetis listen to Spoot?
Aetis will fire all of his arrows at the... No.
Whip out a javelin and chuck it.
Aetis will hold an action. If any of the elk within range turn aggressive toward the party, he will shoot it with a bow.
All right. Cool. Defect. Do you want to do anything before the elk gets to do whatever he's going to do?
Defect will move over to stand in line with Olive, and he'll hold his action. If any of them become aggressive, comes near him, he'll swing.
Okay. He bellows, and the others bellow in return, and then turns his head towards Olive, who you're still under the effects of your beast speech spell, right? Because it's it lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Great. So yeah, you hear that, and he looks at you and he says, "Move quickly. We don't want you here anymore. So be quick through our bushes."
Thank you, Your Highness. We'll just be on our way. Come on, guys. Step lively. Let's get out of here.
Can I step up to Greg and ask Defect, and suggest that he perhaps pick up and carry Greg to remove the temptation?
No.
No, I'm not gonna be carried. I can walk.
Okay, fair enough.
Do you want to ride?
No.
No, Grrrig is independent, and I respect it.
Okay, we all respect the independence.
They have ridden before. They did
I
some
also-
fabulous
I helped-
acrobatics the last time.
I helped fix it. I could have just blitzed. Come on.
It's true.
It's true. That's why I said I was proud of you.
Indeed, the elks do let you stay on the path and kind of make your way through the bushes of everberries, which takes a while, but you are always followed by at least one of them. And once you are all out of the grove of everberry bushes, they leave you alone, and you successfully avoided what could have been a very trying and interesting encounter. So, well done, everyone. Good job for surviving and avoiding that. G. Ryan, thank you for coming in from Yo Skylar Seymour. We love Yo Skylar Seymour. He's pretty great. I love that dude. Great. Carrying on. You successfully get to a point where you are able to make camp for the evening. So, good job. You didn't get trampled to death by giant elk.
Yeah.
I don't really have to kill any innocent creatures.
That is
And
also
we have
true.
some everberries for when you make a potion.
That's true. It's a win-win-win.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'd say like a Grrrig handful is like 5 everberries. So
Perfect.
But I hear they're potent, right?
you're potent.
Ooh,
Heyo.
Oh.
I can't tell if that's a compliment or an insult.
Depends on what we're talking about. Are we talking about like weightlifting or like stench? Like, because there's difference.
Hopefully. Never mind.
Anyway, moving forward, are you setting up a watch for your evening of stuff of things? You do
Yeah,
figure.
I think so.
Cool. Cool. What will your watch order be then?
I can go first.
All right, great.
I can go next or whenever.
Well, you're the other one who can't see in the dark, right? So
Yeah. I'm trying to find. Oh, I need to look on Aetis' sheet. How Aetis normally uses the alarm.
Yeah,
it's
it-
just a spell.
It's a ritual.
It's a ritual spell that he can cast.
Oh, I'm going to do that then.
All right.
Oh,
use-
wait. I don't think it's actually prepared. Never mind. I'm not going to do that.
Fair enough.
They stopped preparing it.
Yes. Apparently so.
You guys had a lot of like aerial stuff come in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
So
It's true. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going based on like Aetis was like, I don't trust the elk. I'm going to set up an alarm. But no. It doesn't matter.
fair enough.
All right.
Great. So you set up your camp for the evening. Defect, as your friends bed down to sleep, you hear a keening screech as you rest. Go ahead, make a nature check for me. It's very loud. You don't need a perception check for this. Okay,
Zero.
with a natural 1 resulting in a 0, you have no idea what that screech was. It was
It was a
loud.
loud noise.
That is completely accurate, however.
Yeah, it was a loud screech. That is the best that you got.
Have we all
Must
gone?
be-
We're all sleeping.
Yeah, we've all gone to
Yeah.
bed.
Everyone else has
Was
indeed.
that loud enough to wake any of us up?
No, but it was loud enough that Defect could like hear. It was a ways off. So my question is, Hair Defect or Hair Group, what are you leaving your campfire up, or are you dousing it, reminding yourself that you can't see in the dark?
say keep it up.
Great, cool.
On opposes.
Yeah, no problem. Just wanted to double check. You know, and like you're kind of in an area where there's like a little path between a couple of big rocks, and you've put the tent up on like a ledge, so it's very comfy, cozy there, and kind of off the beaten trail, which is nice.
Website.
Yeah. So as you are continuing your watch, go ahead and make a perception check, Defect.
Ooh,
All right.
lot of ones. 10 though.
So a 10. Yeah, you do not notice anything. More. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's kind of fun and exciting.
Really?
Actually, you do notice something with a 10, because they were not very stealthy. You see 2 giant birds circling your campsite.
Like, how giant?
I mean, you see their wingspan is massive. You can't make out details, but you can see 2 giant birds. But you can make another nature check to see if you know what these might be.
Come on, at 20, baby.
-1.
4.
They're big birds. Yeah, totally big birds.
Do I get a sense that they are threatening or
Make an
swooping
insight
in?
check.
Okay, that's better. 17.
All right. It looks like they are circling, and you get it from their intent that they're not being extra aggressive. They're kind of assessing what is this light source in their area.
Okay. I think for the rest of my watch, I'll just keep an eye out. And every now and then, I'll keep an eye on the ground level, too.
Yeah, soon enough, one of them like stays circling. Another one kind of lands about 20 feet away and looks at you and looks at the fire and then looks at you again. And it kind of goes, "Rah!" And like, it's easily 10 feet tall.
It's 10 feet tall.
Yeah,
Wow.
it is a giant bird.
Yeah. Okay. Might as well try it. Can I cast Speak with Animals?
That's right.
You do have that as a ritual.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Spend the next 10 minutes just kind of do my thing and then talking to it.
Yeah, so you kind of sit down and cross-legged, and it like watches everything that you're doing. And by your intent, I gather you are not making threatening motions, but you kind of begin doing this for the first time. And after 10 minutes, you look towards the creature. You feel your spell is working.
Okay.
What do you want to say?
I'll say, good evening, bird.
Hi! What are you?
That's a good question. I don't know who I am. Sorry. I'm seeing everyone else laugh here.
What?
I don't know who I am.
How do you not know who you are? I know who I am.
Who are you?
I'm Herethathon.
And what are you, Herethathon?
Herethathon.
Herethathon.
That was pretty obvious. I'm a giant eagle.
I wasn't sure. Thought maybe...
You're new at this, aren't you? You're not from here.
As you can tell, yes. Comrades and I new to this area, except for one who has been through here before, but she is sleeping.
Who's that?
Perhaps you know her by the name Olive. Or not clearly.
Nope. 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 What is she? What's she look like?
Well, half
I'm
orc,
thinking gray.
grayish in tone, about yay high.
Oh! Yeah. We've seen her around. Yeah. Okay. You're with her. Alright. And you don't know what you are?
Well, would you like to come sit by the fire and speak with me?
I'm good right here, but we're still talking, so...
Okay.
So, what are
perhaps
you?
can,
I've never seen a human like you before.
I am sort of a Warforged product.
That doesn't sound very nice.
I suppose it does not. But I am nice. I am gentle.
Huh. Okay. Do you have a name?
Defect.
Defect.
That was
Well,
a name given to me.
okay. I guess that's a good way to get a name. I picked mine, personally.
What does it mean?
It means he who glides upon the air of eternity.
Ooh.
That is majestic.
Hello, eagle.
Eagle is delightful.
Can you tell me anything about this land?
Oh, sure. I know all about space. I've seen for miles. We giant eagles, we get around. We fly around. We see everything. It's hard to get away from us. We know the half orc who lives in the cave. So she's pretty nice to most of our animal people that we know. She's never stolen any of our eggs, so that's good. We appreciate that. There's some giant elk in a clearing over that way, and he kind of points his wing in the direction you came from. There's some herds running around. Yeah, they're what they are. They're proud.
Any bad
Kind of
thing?
too proud for not being able to fly, if you ask me.
Ha 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 ha. That's a good one, Rathanon. Is there anything bad in the area?
I mean, there's tons of humans around. But, that's
Doing
kind
good
of
things?
50-50.
Are they hurting the land at all? Stealing your eggs?
Oh, they wouldn't dare. And they don't know where our Eyrie is anyway.
Where is your Eyrie?
I don't think I'm going to tell you that. No offense, but we just met.
That is fair, Rathanon. Just a question, Jared. How much time do we have left in my watch?
It lasts in your watch?
Yeah.
Probably about an hour.
Okay. And I'm sorry, the spell lasts how long?
I believe it lasts for 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Oh, shoot. Is there anything else I want to ask it?
You probably got about like 5 minutes left after this point.
Okay. Hrefthenon, I am out of questions to ask you, so perhaps you can regale me with a story. Under 5 minutes.
I'm not really interested in storytelling. I just wanted to make sure that you aren't an egg stealer. But if you're with the cave lady, then I guess it's alright.
I swear to you, we will not steal any eggs, nor have you ever stolen eggs.
Good. You shouldn't.
Only berries.
Well,
Eggs
there was
are
that one time, but that was from a grocery store.
eggs are a sacred thing. You don't steal the eggs. Once they're out of the nest on their own, then nature takes its course. But from the nest, from the eyrie, not so good.
Are there many of you?
There are enough.
How far do you fly?
Let's fly as far as we want to.
And you've never seen someone like me before.
Nope. You're weird looking. That's why I came down here. Humans I know to watch. But you're new. You're interesting. So not sure what to make of you. But so far, you're all right.
You're all right too, Harathan.
Of course. I'm an eagle.
Is there anything you want to ask me?
Nope. Just be on your best behavior, because there are some dangerous things around. Just watch out for them.
Like,
Like humans.
anything else other than humans?
There's pigmen.
Pigmen.
Yeah. Boarmen? I don't know.
I'm sorry, Jerry. Would I know like what he's referring to? Like, is he?
You
orcs
can make
or-
a nature check. He's referring, with a 6, he's referring to something called pigmen.
You mean half men, half pigs?
Duh!
Hmm.
There's a few of them around.
Where do they lie?
I don't know. They usually keep out of our way. They don't mess with us, which is good. Because we pick them up and drop them from height.
I wish I could
Pigs
do
fly?
the same.
What was that?
Harathan, is it possible I may have but one feather off of your wing to remember our conversation?
I kind of need them. But they do fall out occasionally when I take off, so we'll see what happens. Once
Fair
it falls
enough.
off, I don't care about it.
That's fair.
Yeah. Alright, Defect. We'll be watching you, but, don't do anything dumb. And he flies up and screeches. And you hear an echoing screech from the form circling around. And then they circle for a few more minutes and then fly off in a direction.
I have to look. Is there a feather on the ground?
Roll a d20. On a 10 or higher, there's a
That's
feather.
a nat 20.
Hey! Natural 20! Beer, beer, beer.
Unless it's a nat 2, right?
That's worth 2, right?
Totally.
You know what?
Yeah, exactly.
For a natural 20, you can have 2 dang feathers. You have 2 giant
Yes.
eagle feathers.
Yes.
And when I say giant eagle feathers, I mean they are like 2 feet long. Like, they are massive.
Nice,
I expect him to be hanging from Defect's like
from his shoulders like wings.
little wings.
Awesome. That was great.
Yeah.
Well, if there's nothing else to my watch, I will wake up Grrrig. And now I'll tell Grrrig all about my adventure.
Well, you met a what? It was named what? That's really cool.
I am, like, the attention I'm getting makes me embellish the story a little bit. So I tell Grrrig that I flew up to the sky with them and came back down.
Grrrig believes.
Yeah.
No question.
Not even an insight check.
No, not at all.
That's our
Grrrig
friendship,
completely trusts Defect. Yeah.
right?
Oh, I see. I see.
Very cool. All right. So you regale Grrrig with this story, and then you hunker down into rest mode, sleep mode. Yeah.
Right.
You just hear like a humming fan, like just in sleep mode. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. What are you up to on your watch? They Grrrig.
I
Are
think
you stoking the fire? Are you
I'm gonna let the fire just go to embers. I don't need it,
okay?
and it's late enough.
Yeah,
I am just trying to take a look if I had anything I was working on. I don't really have anything I'm working on. I think I'm just gonna uh sit and like listen to the woods and just try to be like thinking about what all the sounds could be, things like, just trying to use whatever nature things I've been observing,
Mm-hmm.
while we've been traveling. I'm trying really hard to be on watch for real.
Okay. Cool.
Don't make that face, Matt.
Great. Go ahead. Make a perception check for me then. If you would
Sorry,
be
no,
so
7.
kind. All right. Cool.
Pretty consistent.
2 7s because it auto rolled.
Yeah. 7/7. I dig it.
Mm.
Very cool. All right. Cool then.
I have to turn my camera off.
No, it's necessary.
To be honest, I was thinking of it of me doing the same thing during my watch and being like, would I be able to pay attention? Because I have all these things I wanted to work on while I'm supposed to be watching.
Cool. Interesting. Very cool.
Apparently, I hear a noise and then make up a whole story about it and forget to listen for anything else.
Indeed.
Thinking about the giant
You-
eagle and riding out.
Yeah, Grrrig, you are kind of thinking about Defect's story and talking to yourself and kind of making up whatever stories and kind of looking at the stars, trying to like you're looking up at the sky. Maybe you will find a giant eagle to hang out with you on your watch. Who knows, right? It is possible. You don't even notice when something comes out of the darkness towards you, though.
Cool.
Yeah, a human man comes out of the darkness and kind of stumbles over and, is about like 10 feet away from you by the time you notice. And he's like, "Excuse me, hello? You wouldn't happen to have a campfire? It's kind of cold out."
No.
"Oh, come on."
No.
"Oh, surely you want to be nicer than that. I mean, you don't mind if I
No.
just light this campfire? I'm not asking to, like..."
No, don't touch it.
Well,
And then Grrrig does a big whistle. Like, whistle.
Because of my sentry sleep mode.
yeah. Hold on, I'm getting there. So you do the big whistle, and he goes, "All right, get him." And we're going to need to roll some initiative.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, show.
What does it look like?
I'm getting there.
It looks like the inside of the tent mostly.
Oh, I can see because of Aetis. Oh, that's metagaming.
Actually,
Can you not normally see inside the tent?
I can only see the inside the tent, but with Aetis, there's a thin little slit of sight outside the...
oh yeah, with Aetis. Very cool. I think if you do left or right Control L, it will show you what each individual token sees, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Oh. Also, go Aetis. Oh, I don't know why I did that. We're asleep.
Yeah, your initiatives will not count until you are awakened.
It's okay. I'm behind anyway.
I saw
I'll
someone
be
else do
last.
it. I was like, ooh.
He said roll initiative, so we all just did.
Right,
Oh.
autopilot.
Yeah, totally. But Aetis and Spoot, Defect, you can roll initiative because you would have heard all this whistling. And Grrrig,
Yeah.
because you don't actually like sleep. You are prone, but you know,
Yep.
such is the way of things. Cool. All right. So yeah, you hear kind of a whistle, and that's what you hear.
Nice. So I will stand up and walk out of the tent.
All right.
I can't see anything on my map. Am I still in the tent?
You do not have dark vision, and it's dark out.
You are currently in the
I think
tent.
we had a fire. Didn't we have a fire going?
Grrrig let it
let,
extinguish.
Like light. I didn't
Oh,
let it.
okay.
I let it go down to like embers the way you would do a campfire, but it's not like lighting anything probably.
Yeah.
Enough.
I don't
It is not emitting enough light, but give
Yeah.
me a moment.
It's enough to probably walk outside, but that's probably it.
Yeah. Bonk. There. You can probably see about like that much, just because it's dark.
All right. So I will. Ten.
The tent door's the other way.
Other way.
Oh,
The tent door
so
is to
this
the
is
north.
right here?
Yeah.
We always do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can't see.
Look,
That's
5,
fair.
10, 15, 20. Oh, there's Grrrig. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I will activate Rage,
Okay.
and I will call out Pigmen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come at me.
All right. Grrrig, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna say there's one guy 10 feet ahead of us, or however many I can measure in my brain balls. 5, 10, about 15 feet that way to Defect. And I'm gonna just back up to like just behind Defect in the tent doorway, I guess, and ready a firebolt for basically any seen attacker.
Okay. All right, so you back up into the doorway for any seen attacker. Indeed, the next thing that you see happen, this human kind of stretches, and you see his muscles bulge, and he transforms from a mere human. Whoops.
Pigmen.
Indeed.
Werepig.
Into a humanoid pig fellow.
Oh my god, I
Oh
love it.
my!
Yeah, pulls out a big old
Croquet
maul.
mallet?
He's got a big hammer, yeah. And he rushes right into you.
Mm-hmm.
5, 10. Where was he? 5, 10. Yeah, it's kind of weird. He kind of does a weird like running around, skirting, before finally like charging up to you. Like he like built up speed
Okay.
and then like charged in from straight away. Doing a charge attack against you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. With his tusks. And, woof, that's a natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. So you take... that would be 20... You take 33 points of slashing damage. Reduced to 16 because of your rage. And then I need you to make a strength saving throw, please. Cool. You are not knocked prone, and I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. You feel something coarse within you. You're unsure what it means, but like those tusks definitely did something to you.
Okay.
Can I firebolt now?
Yes, you absolutely can.
It's only a 12. Damn it.
A 12 does hit.
Awesome. All right. There's my damage plus my carved hammer focus damage of a d8. Ooh,
All right.
yeah.
So 26
Whoa.
points of damage.
I'm roasting me a pig man.
Yeah,
Bacon for breakfast.
totally. Unfortunately, charging out of the darkness.
He brought friends.
Yeah, 3 more.
Wait, is
And-
that one of them in the tent?
no, he's in front of the tent. But yeah. They all are going to attempt to smash with their maul on Defect. The first one is a 24 to hit for 13 bludgeoning reduced to 6. Does a 19 hit you, Defect?
Yes, it does.
That's another 7 reduced to 3 bludgeoning. Commander Cirque, welcome back. Nice to see you again. G. Ryan, at least the pigmen in Minecraft don't attack unless you do. Second one, first strike you managed to fend off. Second attack hits with a 24 for what would be 9 reduced to 4 bludgeoning damage. And the third one misses with both attacks.
Beautiful.
All right. Spoot, Aetis, and Olive, go ahead and make perception checks at disadvantage. The DC is 10. So on a 10 or higher, you wake up. Okay, Olive does not wake up.
Sleeper.
Spoot wakes up. You can go ahead and
Dang it.
roll initiative, Spoot.
Oh, it was a very deep sleeper.
Responsibility. Do you
And
want me to
then-
re-roll, or do you? or do you
No,
wanna take
roll
whatever?
for Aetis. And then roll a new initiative roll, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Does Aetis get to add his extra D4 to this? because
No,
he's-
he's unconscious.
Gotcha.
But he wakes up with an
Doesn't matter.
18.
Now he's awake.
So that is great. All right. So Spoot and Aetis can roll initiatives.
Oh God.
All right. Aetis is a little slow waking up, which tracks.
It does track. I had a natural 20 before. So this is much more accurate.
And Spoot, go ahead, make an initiative roll for yourself.
Hey.
Hey, Spoot with a natural 20.
Spoot's wide awake.
This is the second time I've done that waking up, where I've just been like,
Yeah. Well, and Spoot, with that, it is your turn.
oh, great. I hate to ask this question, but can I see anything?
Let me give you the same vision that
Ew.
that our friend Defect has, which is the immediate 5 feet around you, very dim, very dark.
Oh, that's hilarious. It's like a little dark spot in Aetis's bright vision.
Yep.
Can I notice that there's someone standing outside the door?
Make a perception check.
Sorry, stand by.
You can see that something is impinging on the tent, yes. So you could probably like throw open a flap and do something.
Prize round?
No,
Oh.
there's no surprise. They are fully aware that there is a tent full of somethings.
Oh boy. Can I throw open the tent?
Mm-hmm.
And if it is an enemy, I would like to strike it.
Indeed, there does appear to be a strange pig-like man in front of you.
So I'm going to hit it.
Technically, in the dark, it has disadvantage, but with a 19, you still hit it.
And do I notice that Grrrig is standing beside me?
Oh, hey.
And or Defect? Can I see that far? Probably not.
You can't really see that far. You can barely make out Grrrig.
Okay. I'll just kind of be like, oh! What are you doing here?
But yeah, you deal 7 points of damage with your baton.
Yeah. Pretty much all I got.
Okay. Next up is Defect.
I'm gonna attack the one that's next to Grrrig here.
All right. Yep. Since you can't see in the dark, your attack is at disadvantage.
Okay. I will use reckless.
Great. Make a straight roll. 26 absolutely hits for another 7 damage.
And I will 18.
18 will also hit for another 14 damage.
Nice.
Sweet. And that's my turn.
All right. Grrrig, what would you like to do?
Grrrig is going to cast Fairy Fire so that it catches these 3.
Yeah. You can totally do that.
Ta-da! DC 15 Dex, please.
All right. So Fairy Fire. Bonk. So you're just casting it over here?
Well, yes, because I don't want them to hurt him.
All right. Those 3 will make dexterity saving throws. What's the DC? 15?
15.
All right. One of them succeeds. The others fail.
Boom. And the ones that fail shed dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Yeah. All right. Whoops. Bonk. So 10 feet of low light. And another 10 feet of low light.
Which hopefully helps Defect see, question mark?
Oh yeah, it does. It absolutely does.
Mhm.
Cool.
Cool. So they are indeed lined with the fairy fire.
Cool. And then I'm going to actually disengage and go into the tent.
All right. You ponk off into the tent.
Be like, hey, hi, Spoot.
Yep. That brings us to Aetis.
Snore.
Matt, you're driving
That's
Aetis.
you.
Oh, he did wake up. You're right.
Yeah.
Just for the terrible, whatever that's called, initiative. Whatever we
Initiative.
call it.
Yep.
Great. Obviously, Aetis can see what's happening.
Which is Grrrig off of his face, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a question that I think I should know
Get
the
off
answer
me.
to, but I'm going to ask anyway.
Yeah.
As I have not engaged yet, will stepping back incur any sort of penalty?
You would be... well, he's technically... Well, Spoot is holding the thing open because Spoot attacked him. So he would leave the threatened area if he leaves his threatened area. So
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Also, he's prone, isn't he?
he is also prone at the moment, so he needs to stand up anyway.
Yeah. Do. He will stand up and
Mm-hmm.
cast Hunter's Mark on the pig closest to us.
Okay. That's a dex save or a wisdom
Sure.
save.
Wisdom.
Wisdom save.
Oh wait. No, wait. Sorry. Oh no, actually, I don't think there's a save. I just think it's.
Okay.
I just think
It,
it's
it
like
just happens.
it's,
Great.
it's done. Yeah, it just happens.
Cool. Oh yeah,
Okay.
it does just happen. Bonk.
Yeah.
Great. So this one is Hunter's Marked. Bonk.
Seeing as it counts as a bonus action, I would like to disengage as the action if that's possible. I don't know if I'm getting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If I'm understanding that the
Yeah.
usage of that correctly.
Yeah.
And get as far back in the tent as I can and kind of kick Olive.
All
Tell her
right.
to wake up.
Cool. G. Ryan, thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your dinner. All right. So you, as part of your disengage action, you like kick Olive. You unfortunately can't
Ow.
stand like right over her.
Oh boy. I guess I really don't have a choice then, do I? Can't
Yeah.
really move.
You disengage, so you can move out of the tent.
Oh yeah, let me do that. Let me slip out through this flap and like stand back.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Still
You're.
kick me before you leave.
Yeah. He uses his object interaction to kick you. So you are now awake. And at the end of the round, you can roll initiative. Great.
Oh no, there's another one here.
Yep. All right. Cool. Anything else for Aetis?
I don't think so.
All right. Next up, the old wereboars. 2 maul attacks from number 1 on Defect. Both miss. Attack from number 2. Both miss. Attacks. Both miss. And number 4 is going to go after Spoot. That's a natural 20.
Dang it.
For 21 points of bludgeoning damage. And a 17 for another. That misses you, right? Because of your shield.
Oh yes,
shield.
yes it does. I thought that was another.
Actually,
that
you
was-
don't have your shield because it takes an action to put up a shield, to don your shield. So you don't have your shield bonus set right now. So this would
You don't sleep with the shield.
Yeah.
Well, then he meets it.
Yeah, so that's another 9 points of bludgeoning damage. All right. Olive, you rolled a 16 initiative?
I did.
Great. Cool.
Apparently I didn't select my token first, but meh.
All right, just more work for me. Spoot, it is your turn with a natural 20. You just got whacked twice by a wereboar.
I'm gonna say, wait a second. I'm gonna bend down. I'm gonna pick up my shield. I'm gonna put it on my arm.
Okay, that's your action.
And then I'm gonna go in my shell.
Are you?
Unless it counts as an action, yes.
I'm not sure. What does it say? Is
Oh,
it
yes.
a bonus action?
Yeah, it's to withdraw is an action. Sorry, so I
Okay.
can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to cast Healing Word on myself then.
Okay.
As my bonus.
All right.
Ouch.
You get 8 hit points of damage back. All right. Olive, you are prone on the ground, but you are conscious and awake now.
Great. I'm going to get up.
Yep.
I'm going to click the right thing so I can move and come here into the doorway of the tent.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to turn into a Nyxborn lynx.
A what?
A large lynx.
Okay, great.
For whatever reason, I can only turn into a Nyxborn Lynx and not a standard Lynx, but, whatever.
Oh, that might be like from Theros or something, because they do weird things in Theros.
It says it's the basic rules.
Oh, all right, great.
Rules say I can turn into a large, unaligned Nyxborn Lynx with 37 hit points
Great.
and some bites and claws.
Cool. Let me see. I don't have a thing, so I'm just going to make you a tiger.
Alright.
Bam, you're a tiger.
I'm large and I have 37 hit points as a lynx.
Cool.
And dark vision.
Great.
Because that seemed like a good idea to have
Yeah.
when rushing into a middle of the night fray.
Yeah, totally. All right. So you are now this big ass tiger thing, right?
Yeah.
Great. I love it.
Except that where I am, I'm in the tent still.
Yeah, you're half in the tent.
Okay. Yep. Sorry, I'm just shifting around so I can see.
Yep. So that was your
That was my action.
action.
Yep.
Okay. Great. Next up, Defect.
I'm going after the same guy again.
All right.
Guess that's a. Is he still under a fairy fire or?
This. Oh, you went
I'm sorry,
after. Which one are you going after?
Oh, this one right here.
Yes, he is fairy fire, so that's a 26 to hit.
Cool. 14 points of damage.
All right, 14. Very nice.
Now do it again.
Yeah. 18 for another 9. Very cool. That brings us to Grrrig.
Cool. Grrrig is going to pull out a little, like those little extendo mirrors that you find when you're like looking for like hardware that's fallen down behind things,
Mhm.
and tap Spoot with it and cast Sanctuary
Oh,
as bonus action.
nice.
And you could read there, but basically, if anything attacks him, has to make a Wisdom save against my DC first, and surrenders the attack, or loses it. Like has to choose another target or loses the attack. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Very
Cool.
And then going to scooch my little body like just between enough to firebolt that one that's in our doorway.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's only a 9.
Well, it's oh yeah, because it's a straight roll because you're within 5 feet of it.
Yeah.
Yep. The 9, it manages to get its maul up, and like it shatters across the flame, across the handle of the maul to no effect.
Cool. I'm gonna say you're ugly. The end.
All right, Aetis. That would be you, Matt, because you're driving Aetis.
So used to just tuning that name out. Sorry.
Harsh.
If possible to shoot over this bad boy, or meaning the tiger, previously known as Olive, I will fire
What are you firing
But
at?
I'm fairly low to the ground.
my longbow.
Well, you're currently engaged with someone.
Am I?
Oh, Aetis. Sorry. No, Aetis, you can shoot at whatever the fuck you want. Never mind. Sorry, I did it too.
It's going to get very confusing.
It's the first
Okay.
time Tanner's been gone. I'm not surprised we're all confused.
I think
Well,
he was gone once before, but
He
that's
missed
okay.
part of the dragon fight, and that.
Yeah, say he
Yeah.
showed up in the just in time to kill the damn dragon.
Yep.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
It's all because I
So,
kept.
which one are you targeting, Aetis?
The one that with the hunter's mark.
Great. Fire away.
See what happens. That's not what. That's not what I wanted to happen.
Learn how to
You have a
click.
longbow.
All right, a 16 absolutely hits.
They were like right next to each other. Great. I'm gonna add that 1d6 for hunter's mark,
Yep. All right.
and I get to attack twice.
So, Aetis, you release your arrow, and it hits it, but it doesn't look like it sticks very well. It's got a very tough hide.
Well, I'm gonna do it again anyway,
Yeah, go for it.
just for good measure.
24 will absolutely hit.
I'm assuming I can keep just doing hunter's mark every time I attack, right?
Yeah, every time you attack.
Oh,
All right.
well, that stunk. Does he also? He adds so many things when he attacks, because I know he can also do.
He does the
His
force
features.
arrow thing.
He can do the force thing, and I think it's a.
It's a bonus action to do it, but it's a concentration, so you would lose Hunter's Mark.
Oh, maybe that's why he uses it. It might be better. Anyway, okay.
Yep.
We'll learn that. We'll do that next time.
Okay, cool.
I will take another 5 steps back.
Okay. Next up are the boars. He's going. This one with Aetis is going to try to or with Spoot is going to try to scrape his tusks over your shell, Spoot. That's a 21 to hit.
Wisdom save because of Sanctuary.
That's right. Wisdom save.
DC 15.
He fails with a 10, so he doesn't attack Spoot.
Very
Instead,
cool.
They're especially wise
target?
for.
what?
Either choose a new target or lose it.
Yeah, he just turns to the lynx next to him and attacks it. That's a 21 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for 11 slashing damage. And
There it is.
and you you know what? You're not currently a humanoid. But you are really a humanoid.
I'm definitely not humanoid at the moment.
No, but Olive herself is a humanoid. She just has a shape change ability. So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. What's the damage? Sorry.
11 points of damage.
There were no. I had no hit points listed. So, Constitution, you say?
Yes. Okay. All right. You feel something course through your body that is very alien to you. And then
Cooties from the tusks.
it's going to attempt to maul. So is it just the next attack that the spell protects from, or is it in perpetuity?
In perpetuity for the round.
For the round. Okay, cool.
Yeah. It lasts for 1 minute, so until my turn again.
Okay, cool. So then he's
everyone.
just gonna hammer the lynx then, with a 14 to hit.
Yes, that also hits.
That is another 14 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch! Roar!
All right. Then the one up with Defect is going to swing twice with their maul. 21 to hit on the second swing for 12, reduced to 6 bludgeoning damage. Another maul coming at you. 15 misses, 23 hits for 11, reduced to 5 bludgeoning damage. And then next dude has the advantage from the other guy. However, only the second attack with a 23 hits for 13, reduced to 6 more bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Spoot, it is your turn.
Okay, desperate times. I'm going to try something I've never tried before. And I'm going to do... Wait for it. This. That didn't do what I was going to do.
Yeah, no, Spirit Guardians.
Yes. Do you want me to show it in VTT so we can read it, or do you want me to just describe it? Or are you familiar enough to...
Go ahead and just give us all a nice little reminder.
All right.
As
for your viewing pleasure.
spectral turtles begin swirling around Spoot.
Yes. They, yeah, within 15 feet, I'm going to designate all of my allies to be unaffected.
Yep.
So, including the lynx.
Mm-hmm.
And
Are they angelic or fey?
They are definitely fey.
Yeah. So all these fey turtles are just kind of swimming around in the air around you.
And it is 15 feet out. So I believe that actually is every...
Yeah. It gets all of them.
That was just by mere luck. And yeah. They need to do a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. It is on their... It's when they start their turn there. So on their turn, they will make those saves.
Ah. Gotcha.
So yeah,
and
all these glorious turtles, which look like that.
Aw, aren't they pretty?
Again, I'm picturing the current from Finding Nemo.
Very much so. That was the inspiration. Great.
Gnarly, dude. We've been waiting to come out and say, hey.
You flip, flappity flip. You're very cute. I don't understand what you're saying.
All right, so you are concentrating on your Spirit Guardians.
Please don't hit me.
Very cool. All right, that brings us to Olive as a lynx.
Oh. I'm going to bite.
Which one will you bite?
Me.
Okay, great.
Apparently I'm not going to bite anybody.
What do you add to your attack?
5.
Okay, yeah.
Plus 5.
Well, wait.
Well, you have advantage because it is fairy fired.
Oh, there you go.
So,
all right, plus 5.
Yes, a dirty 20 will hit.
And what is it? 10 plus 3, so 6 points of damage to my friend there who thought he could tusk me.
Yeah, so you bite into him and you feel how resistant and tough his hide is. You don't think you're doing as much damage as you had hoped. Anything else? Do you have multi-attack or do you just have the one attack?
I think I just get the one.
Okay. That brings us to Defect.
Yep. I have 2 choices, but...
Same thing as before, going against this guy here.
Great. Go ahead. Add advantage.
27.
Definitely hits. For 14 damage. Yeah.
Do it again for 28 points a day.
Yeah, you feel your axe dig in and you feel it vibrate and thrum.
Turn it to dust.
Yeah.
All right. Big pile of dust right there.
Yeah.
All right.
Beautiful.
Grrrig.
Cool. Grrrig is going to come back out of the tent now that I don't have to disengage. Come next to Aetis and be like, hey. And firebolt this one.
Sure.
The
go
other
for
one
it.
with fairy fire.
Yeah, go for it.
26?
Absolutely hits.
Yeah. 15 plus my D8. So 19 total damage.
All right. Very cool.
I'd say, Spoot, come on, get out of that tent.
All right. Aetis. Which is you, Matt.
Sorry, I had to switch pages. I'm ready this time though.
Okay.
So Aetis lost his hunter's mark on that guy anyway. Not going to transfer it because I've learned
Okay.
normal arrows were not doing as much damage. So I'm going to use the bonus action of Planar Warrior
Mm-hmm.
and attack with my bow again.
Yep. So now you do force damage.
Correct. And
Which one are you firing at?
That's all right. I'm going to fire on this guy. I'll be targeting the fairy fire guy.
Yeah, great.
And
Cool.
I'm adding a D8.
Yep. So this is all force damage. So 6 points of force damage.
It works so much better when he does it.
It
But
must
I
be
get-
you.
It must be, really, though. I get to do it. I know he's cursed.
Yep.
He has outputting Spoot level of damage. We'll attack again with the same.
Natural 20.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Nice. For 10 more points of force damage, because you don't roll the die twice. You just roll it on
Oh, that's right.
one
It's
attack.
only once. A bonus action, you're right. Okay,
Yep.
great.
But yeah, that's another 10 points of force damage as the arrow right into its clavicle, sinking deep. It's very angry about it.
As he should be.
Yeah. Next up, the boars continuing to
Boars.
hammer down on Defect. A 24 will hit you for 13 reduced to 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Right?
The next one, 2 misses as you dodge and counter 2 incoming attacks. And the next one, 17 misses you, right?
That's right.
Cool. The 22 hits you for 8 reduced to 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, all right. Still standing.
All right, you're still up. Cool. That brings us to Spoot.
Okay. With the person.
And you should, if you like do a drag and select yourself and the Spirit Guardians, it should move them with you. Just FYI.
Oh, I actually have to go back to my little pointer.
If you plan on moving.
Oh, very cool. Oh, I also moved Aetis. Sorry, Aetis. It's all right. We'll sort that out later. I cannot see anything else, so I'm going to have to cast light on my shield.
All right.
Just for tracking purposes, I'll do that.
Cool. That's 2020, right?
Yes, 2020.
Cool, cool.
And now I can see.
Yes.
Can I do? No, can't. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, actually, I owe you 3 wisdom saving throws.
Oh, yes, you do. Thanks. Sorry.
Um,
Forgot.
What's your DC?
Oh no, it's very high. It's like 30 probably.
Is it
It's
15?
18, I think. No, well, let me go back and 16. Sorry.
Great.
16.
All 3 fail. Go ahead, roll your damage from your Spirit Guardians.
Cool. It's 3d8, but I think. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna do it individually.
Well, they all take the same, so.
Oh, I see.
Great. So they all take 12 radiant damage.
Mm.
All right. Carry on with your turn, Spoot. Thank you.
I think I'm going to sidestep over here and move the turtles.
Mhm.
Okay. That I'm gonna do a medicine check on Defect before.
Okay.
Complete,
Sure.
if that's not too
Um,
much.
Between like the links and the tent kind of being in the way,
Yeah.
you're also like, you also can't really stand there because you're like half in.
You're under the links. at
You're
the
on
moment.
like in the links spare, so you need to like be somewhere else.
Is Olive still in the tent?
Yeah, Olive is half in the tent as a lynx.
I thought that was just
It's
like a.
enormous as the links.
I thought that was just a clipping error due to.
No, that is her big butt.
Well,
They're
I can
very
go anywhere.
large lynx.
All right. Well, I don't
And
move or
fuzzy.
do anything.
Cool. Well, with an 11, you can tell that Defect is pretty hurt. He looks hurt.
I'm gonna give him some healing word.
Go for it. You get 6 healing words of damage.
Thank you.
What 6 words do you say? Because that's clearly how it works.
They're all in Aquan, so you wouldn't know.
Ah!
You wouldn't understand.
It just sounds like.
You sure they're not in Draconic?
No,
That would be
he always says that his healing's in Aquan. So,
Yeah.
all right. Next up, we have Olive the Lynx.
All right. Olive is going to choose the right thing. I'm gonna back up here and run over here and slash that guy with my claw.
All right. Go for claw.
I'm going to try that. That's
Okay.
okay.
So it's
Sorry.
it's a +5, right?
+5.
So 14 hits.
And he must succeed. He must succeed on a strength saving throw, or be knocked prone.
He rolls an 18.
Unfortunately, he succeeds.
All right.
He still takes. I do D8 plus 3. So 8 slashing, I believe.
All right. He
Is that the
takes
claw?
some slashing damage. Again, you feel the skin and muscle very dense on this individual. Okay, great. Defect. Up to you.
I am going to focus my attack on this guy now.
All right, go for it.
Attack number 1. 21.
21 hits.
12. Second attack. 22 for another 12 points.
Yeah, both hits. Wonderful. Grrrig.
Cool. I'm gonna take a moment to look at my best friend. How bad is he?
Make a medicine check.
It's a 4. I don't know.
It's crazy. There's turtles flying around. It's hard to make out detail.
He's still upright.
He's standing and swinging. That's usually a good sign with Defect.
Sure. I'm gonna scooch up to be right behind him so that I can be close to him if I need to be. And then firebolt the other one since I can't tell what he is.
All right, go for it.
The fairy fire one. 20?
20 hits.
That plus my D8.
Yeah, you immolate him as your firebolt smashes in the face, burns off whatever remaining uncharred hair he has, and he just can't take it anymore, falls down. Dead ski. That will
I'm
bring
weirdly
us...
hungry now, Defect. Do you know what's going to be for breakfast?
Perhaps we can have some elderberry.
Awesome. Cool. That brings us to Aetis.
You're muted. Okay, good.
Second verse, same as the first. Oh, he's not longer.
Yeah.
Free fired. Oh, he's not at all. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna attack that guy. And I'm gonna do the same force thing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You're going for this guy?
Sorry, I'm working my way around. So I'm gonna do this one.
Okay, great. 15 will hit. So that is 13. 13 force damage. Nice.
And you know what? No, I'm gonna focus on the same guy. Never mind.
Natural 20
Yeah.
for 14 more. Nice. Too bad you used the die on the first one. Cool. Well done. Good job, Aetis.
Yep.
Next up is some wereboars. Or pigmen, or whatever these things are. They make a couple of wisdom saves. One of them succeeds. One of them fails. Go ahead, roll damage for them. Spoot. From your spirit guardians.
Yes, definitely. Not that I don't want them to be hurt more, but let me double check that it happens every round.
Yeah, every time that they start
Yep.
their turn in there.
Oh, that's beautiful. I thought it was just like a one-time thing. Oh,
No,
God.
Spirit Guardians
Why
is a
haven't I
great spell.
Why haven't I used this before?
I don't know, I've been waiting.
And a successful save just means they take half as much damage.
Mm-hmm. And their speed is half in the area, so. All right.
So I only have 2 like level 3 spell slots, and one of them is mass healing word, so I've been always nervous with this punch.
Oh, no, he failed. He succeeded. Great. Cool. So they are just going to keep hammering on Defect because that's what they do.
Is there?
Yeah, because
Oh, do I not? Oh, that's on their turn.
it's on
Never
their
mind.
turn that they do the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the guy over on the right, 2 maul swings, both miss. Other guy, 1 maul swing, 2 maul swings, both miss. Spoot, it is up to you.
Right.
I'm gonna go in my shell. No.
Goodbye.
You guys got this, right? Let's see. I wonder if I can do this without ever leaving the tent. I'm gonna do this.
I will say now that the 2 guys there have died, the tent is closed again. Like the flap has fallen. So it is a little difficult to tell what's actually going on.
Oh, I guess when we were like having a kerfuffle about where I'm standing, I should have just moved up one.
Yeah, you can
Which
do
is
that.
what I did. There we go. Now that I can.
You can trample the dead bodies, you just can't stand on the link.
Yeah.
I wanted to climb on it.
Something
Anyway,
fluffy.
so I'm gonna-
It's not like that.
Oh, lame. I'm gonna summon my. I'm gonna summon all the things. I'm gonna summon my turtle totem
Your spiritual weapon.
right.
Oh my god, I
between,
love it.
right between these guys.
Fine. Great. Amidst all these swirling turtles, y'all see the Turtle Club. Ponk on out.
I can't
just-
believe that's not concentration. I love it so much.
I know. That was like. Oh,
Yeah,
man,
Spirit
dude,
Guardians is concentration. Spiritual weapon is not.
Love it.
It's like it's broken, or something. That's okay. And I'm gonna hit this guy with what I just rolled. This guy here.
Yeah, a 23 will hit for 12 force damage. All right.
And I'm gonna say, "Fly, my pretties." No. I'm just- that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna hold on to my remaining spell slots for now.
All right. Olive as Lynx.
Alright, I'm going to drop the links as my bonus action. I'm going to
Okay.
cease to be a lynx.
Okay, great.
I'm going to throw some moonbeam at this guy closest to me.
All right.
I'm going to drop the links in the lower left quadrant of the. So I'm standing next to Aetis.
Okay, cool.
And I'm going to throw some moonbeam at this dude.
All right. It makes a Constitution saving throw. And it fails. And it takes 8 points.
It is also at disadvantage as it is a shape changer, and it also instantly reverts to its original form and cannot assume a different form until it leaves the spell area.
Oh, interesting. What's the area
only-
of the spell?
It's only 5 feet. So
Cool.
it's 5 feet, but it's a 40 feet tall cylinder.
Oh, nice. Cool.
So if it was flying, it would be a real sad shape changer.
Yeah, so immediately he becomes just a human guy. And he looks, he's like, what? Cool.
Human guy takes the radiant damage
Yep, that's
as
fine.
they instantly revert.
Yep, he took he took the 8 damage, and you're concentrating on the moonbeam.
I am concentrating on this moonbeam.
Great.
It's a beautiful moonbeam.
It is. And Defect, it is your turn.
It also fills the area with dim light for my friends who cannot see it.
Nice.
This guy now.
Yeah. Spoot is emitting light, so it's okay.
I will use reckless attack.
Yeah.
Nice. So that's a crit. 24 damage. That dude.
Yeah, your axe vibrates in your hands.
Dusted.
All right. He is dust.
One less serving of bacon.
And I will turn my attention to the last guy here.
Mm-hmm.
27, 12 points of damage.
Yeah, totally. Pachow. Great. All right, Grrrig, it is your turn.
Are you sure you don't want to run away? And I will ready an action of Firebolt if he says no.
Okay.
Or doesn't run away on his turn.
All right. Aetis. What will Aetis do?
It's you, Matt.
That's a good question. What will it do?
What will Aetis do?
WWAD.
All the
Well,
t-shirts that say WWAD.
Wad.
Aetis will ready an arrow, and if he doesn't run away, we'll shoot him after Grrig's firebolt.
Okay, yeah. Next up, it is his turn. He makes a wisdom saving throw. He fails. Your DC is 15. Spoot?
16.
Yep, so he fails. So go ahead, roll your 3d8 damage on your Spirit Guardians.
No. It's going to be Spoot's fault that he couldn't run away, isn't it?
Roll your damage.
He also needs to do another Constitution saving throw because it's starting a turn there. Oh wait, I guess it's the same turn. No, now I'm confused. I guess it's the same. It's the same round. The next round he would have to do it again.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the next round.
Reading details.
Yep. It doesn't matter. All these spectral turtles fly through his body, and one of them flies out of his mouth, and he's just and falls over dead.
Well, I guess he didn't run away.
He was going to, but then Spoot killed him with spiritual guardians.
Spoot is genuinely mortified right now.
Spoot doesn't know if he was going to run away. You can't help it. It's fine. Your guardians were up. He could have moved out of the way. Grrrig doesn't know that spell.
Indeed. Great. Well, let's take a little 5-minute break, and we'll come back and pick up at the end of this crazy boar pigman thing. So we'll be right back, everybody.
Amber say something.
Hello, everyone. We are back. I'm not going to make Amber say anything because I know what's going on. Some of us haven't eaten dinner yet, and some of us are trying to do it. Hi, everyone. We're
Like
back. Our friends have just defeated a bunch of pigmen / werebores / whatever they were. And indeed, looking down at the 2 remaining bodies, one of which had been reverted to human form by Olive's moonbeam. The other one, once it fell and hit the ground, also reverted back to human form.
Aw, so no bacon?
I mean, you know,
You?
I am not going to condone cannibalism, but what Olive does is up to herself.
Not a human.
That's true. She's only half human. So it's half cannibalism? I don't know.
Is there anything on the bodies or dust piles?
Loot the bodies.
So they've all dropped a smattering of like belt pouches that all told have about 14 copper and 3 silver between all of them. And they each all have a big old maul. They're not wearing any armor. They don't have any fancy jewelry. They seem to have, it looks like these people lived in the wilderness and kind of survived off of whatever. But yeah, you all have been hurt in various ways, and yeah.
I guess I should finish my watch. You look more hurt than me.
I need
Pointing.
to rest.
Cool. Yeah, so you can go back, get your rest. You're all a little scratched up. Olive and Defect have a couple of deep scratches that are like really deep in their bodies.
Olive didn't take any damage after she turned back to Olive.
I know,
Okay.
but there's still a wound that you took that's, visible. Your wounds don't disappear when you change form; they just transfer. Or the visible effects of your wounds, I should say.
Okay. I was going to say, Olive has all of her hit points.
Yeah. But you still got wounded, but you're not feeling too bad. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Great.
Long rest time.
Yeah. You can all get back to rest. You indeed go the rest of the evening through the rest of the rest without anything crazy happening. It seems like the Eagles just wanted to know what you were about, and then these guys probably saw your campfire light at one point and thought they might be able to do some damage. Yeah. Cool. So, well done there. Who is taking the final watch? Was it Spoot?
I think there's 2 more watches, aren't there?
Yeah, I was just watch
right.
number
Yeah,
2.
you were watch number 2. Okay, so who is third watch?
Yeah, we'll do Olive.
All right, Olive, go ahead and make a perception check. With a 6, you don't notice anything aggressive or interesting. It's pretty quiet out there. And who is the last watch? Spoot. Go ahead and make a perception check, Spoot. Nice. And roll a d20 for me, will you?
What do you get for being perceptive?
Cool. As the dawn comes, it is a bright, glorious dawn, no clouds, bright open sky, You can see the moon is about like halfway as it's going down. So it is a brilliant, brilliant evening, or morning rather. So well done there. Oh, I should change that. Great. Yeah, so well done on a glorious day, Spoot. You all wake up, and indeed, all of you feel like today will be the day that you get home. So you all gather your things and trek on through the woods, yeah?
On we go.
I think Olive is still taking point on this.
Come on, guys, we're almost there.
Yeah, totally.
I'm sure Aetis will ask or lend his assistance if you want a little help with that survival check.
Well,
I know
she knows where where they're going, and
I know where we're going.
yeah, so she's fine. This is her home turf.
The Eagles knew me.
They knew of you. They had seen you around, kind of thing. Like, you know, small town, you see the people around, it's whatever. Indeed.
Shop at the same grocery store.
Yeah. Go ahead, make a survival check with advantage, Olive. Just to see how quickly you can find your way home. Oh, with a natural 20. You know the shortcuts from here. Now that it's light out and you see a familiar side, you've seen where the lake is, so you easily find your way. And around midday, you find yourself cresting over the top of a very familiar hill, and you see about 45 feet away from you your home sweet home, your cave. The area in front of your cave, normally undisturbed and pristine by your choice, has all kinds of signs of habitation, like people, like the grass is trampled down. There's a few like broken crates left out there. There's no one visible at this moment, but it looks like someone has been using the cave in your absence.
Are there any small critters about?
Make a perception check. With an 8, you look around. There's a few birds flying overhead, but you don't see any small things really close at hand.
Talk to them.
Well, they're flying like away, so yeah. It seems like most of the little animals that used to like normally hang out in your neck of the woods have been like scared off.
I'm going to turn into the cat.
Mhm.
And kind of very quietly and stealthily sneak around and check out inside the cave.
All right, yeah. So you all watch as Olive becomes that gray and black tuxedo cat.
Gray and white.
Gray and white. Sorry, I keep doing that. Gray and it's because tuxedo. That's why. This gray and white tuxedo cat, and kind of slinks along into the cave. So you get in through the like entryway of the cave, which isn't very deep. It's a few feet. And then it kind of opens up to like a much larger single area cave that's probably about 50 feet in total, like 50 by 20. So it's a fairly large cave, and you've divvied it up. There's a natural chimney that you use for cooking and stuff like that. And there's like a cot over in one corner that you usually sleep on. But there's a lot more stuff in here now. A lot of empty boxes and like piles of like refuse, like chicken bones, and like it's like people like you had like really bad renters come in and they just left crap all over the place. It's very much like that. So your home has pretty much been overturned, and anything of value as you poke around is gone.
Tell how long it has been since it has been inhabited.
Make an investigation check. With a 12, it's been a while. Probably.
Does it rely on smell?
No.
Keen smell as the cat.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
There's no lingering sense. It's been long enough that there's no lingering aroma. So it's probably been a couple weeks. Maybe.
All right. To the group. That some horrible garbage has trashed my home, but it appears to be unoccupied currently.
So should we go down there? Did they leave anything good?
Looks like mostly trash, but but we can go down and see. I didn't really, I mostly checked to see if there was anyone there, not to see what was taken around.
Okay, that sounds good. Let's go down there.
Okay. Yeah. So you all head on over to the cave. It's not too far. You get on down. You can all go ahead and make investigation checks as you enter the cave. And you see, like, it's a nice, cleared out cave. Like, it's comfortable. Al has been living here a while. There's not, like, stones on the floor.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to give myself guidance anyway, and now I really need it.
Yeah, go ahead. Cool. So you're all looking around, and you don't really find too much of anything. Defect, you do find one thing in the pile of trash that Grrrig is kind of like rifling through and just like throwing random bits. Kind of less rifling to like look at things and more just to kind of like spread the mess evenly.
Okay.
You notice something that they have chucked over their shoulder. And you pick it up, and it is a crumpled piece of paper.
What does it say?
So it's hastily written in common, and it looks with your investigation check, with a natural 20 on an investigation check. It's old, dried ink, so like parts of it have flaked off, because it was crumpled up, and it is a letter or a note that says, we're taking the town tomorrow, be ready, Dawn. And then it's got a large O and kind of a line scratched underneath it.
Ooh. Okay, I show this to everyone.
Well, surely tomorrow dawn is past these weeks.
Yeah, I don't suppose it's dated, is it?
No.
Interesting. How far is the town?
Just over yonder, a few hours.
Yeah, all of you know it's like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I guess that explains maybe why everyone's gone, though.
Everyone who lives here normally.
Well, since it's still sort of morning, do you want to just go to the town now and maybe take care of this whole bandit problem?
Let's do it. I'm gonna take a quick look around and see if there's any of like my belongings that have been that I can,
There's a few
shirts or something.
Yeah, there's like a few mundane articles of clothing and whatever.
I'm gonna take them all because they're mine.
Sure, yeah, you pack up, you have a little duffel bag full of, innocuous knickknacks and clothing. Anything that had any like resale value has been taken.
Still my stuff and I want it.
Yeah, totally. You can take it. It's yours. So Olive, you begin heading out, leading everyone towards the village, which you know to be the village of Southbrook. Probably inventively named because it is on the southern coast of the Broke Lake. As you all kind of get into a space where the tree line kind of thins out and it becomes more brambled and open from the brambled plains. You can see the lake now. It is massive. And you can see what appear to be in the middle of the lake in various parts or in places in the lake, like the tops of mountains that have been broken off and dropped in the lake.
Yeah, that's the lake, guys. It's wet.
Yeah.
What are the pointy bits?
Mountains.
Wait, what? How did a mountain get into a lake?
You saw the big axe.
Yeah. Moving on.
Grrrig's face just like...
Super impressed. Great. As you progress through the areas, Olive, you know that coming up soon will be like the outer, a place where you can get a visual on like the town. And you know that Southbrook is mostly fenced in, but there are some fields outside of it, like farm fields, and then like people live inside the town. So, and they do fish a bit as well, but they mainly have some fields and a couple other things in the town. There's a blacksmith. You know, you have a friend who lives there, who does her thing. Yep. It's not a very large town, but it is, you know, it is what it is. And as you crest that promontory where you can see down into the town, I would like you to make a perception check for me. 23. Okay, cool. So, Olive, as you look out on a familiar sight of the town of Southbrook, you immediately notice that something is different. For one thing, the wooden gates on the town are closed. And you can see what look to be like figures patrolling the wall, which is unusual. It's happened before, but very, very rarely. But you also notice that there are people working in the fields, which is not unusual. But there are also people standing around watching the people working in the fields. And those people are armed with crossbows.
Guys, I think they've enslaved the town. It didn't look like this the last time I was here. Those gates are mostly for show. And those people out in the fields don't look like they're doing it for their own well-being.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of slavery, but should we go like kill them now?
I agree.
Or should we, figure out like a plan? Because I see there are people. Do I see the people on tops? Like,
yeah, Olive points out like, there's definitely guards. Olive, you also can see like beyond the wall a little bit. Like there's buildings and stuff, but you see people are like moving in there in like small groups, and those people seem to be armed. And with that perception check of a 23, you can even see a few of the ships, like the fishing trawlers that are out on the boat on the lake. Normally there's like a large crew on each boat, like 4 people per like 20-foot long boat. There's only 3 people on the boat, and one of them is watching the other 2 with a crossbow. So it seems to be like that. It seems to you that there are many individuals with crossbows all over the town.
An awful lot of overseer types here. And, the poor people of this town are, whatever we do, we don't want them to get hurt.
Sure. Yeah, not hurting them. So does it sound like we need to incite a riot of some kind, or should we like pick up them off in guerrilla warfare? I'm trying to decide the best option given our skill sets. Uh, some sort of strategy is clearly needed.
Agreed.
I mean, maybe if we, the fields are pretty spread out, maybe we can take out, like 1 or 2 people without raising a general alarm.
I don't know about doing that with those people up on the walls. Maybe we come back
Yeah.
at night and we sneak in. Hey, is there a leader? We should find the leader. And if you kill the leader, maybe everyone else will fall in line. Ooh. I haven't tried this yet, but I've been working on this thing where I can, like, disguise myself. What if we kill the leader and I become the leader?
I think
I
that's
like the. Yeah,
You
I like
want
the
to become the
creativity.
leader of this slaver brigade, bandit brigade?
Clearly, they've got money and power. Why not? Plus, I'd, like, get them to leave the town. It's fine.
Olive is not impressed.
I've heard crazier ideas.
Olive is vaguely horrified.
Olive, could you make a map of the town? If you made a map of the town, perhaps we would have an advantage when we went in. And if we go in at night, then I could cast dark vision on the 2 people who can't see. But then I would be a little bit weakened. I wouldn't have as powerful as spells for attacking. But our 2 powerful attackers might also be able to see. What if we do that?
It's a good idea.
I mean, I can certainly draw a map of the town. I've been here many times. But if the gates are closed in the middle of the day, presumably they're going to be closed at night as well.
Oh,
So
yeah,
no-
I can handle gates.
Is there no other way in?
The walls are not very impermeable or anything. You could probably find a back gate or something.
I mean, you know that the
A postern
walls, Olive, they are like 12-foot tall logs on end. It's sturdily made, like it's designed to protect the town. So,
Is there a postern gate somewhere?
there's really only one main entry gate because the town is not that large.
I
I draw a sketch of the town anyway. All right, this is where this stuff is, and this is where the animal market normally is, and this is where they they sell cloth and things, and this is where they they trade grains and produce, and over here this is where my friend the healer lives.
Okay, so I have an idea. Tonight, we scope the place out. You do your cat thing and you sneak in and you, like, look around and see where, like, the people are and where they're sleeping and all that stuff. And we can decide how much the watch is. And then tomorrow night, we go in and we sneak through the town and then we kill the leader and maybe we kill other people. But also, if there aren't that many of them, then we probably just kill them all. But if there are some of them more than us, then maybe we should kill them in smaller groups.
a lot of options there. I do think that scouting out is a good idea, though. Getting an idea of it. Though there are those of us that are not so stealthy, obviously. I'm going to kind of tap Defect on the arm a bit. Tink tink.
So the bandits' like uniform is like that brown and red that those guys with the crossbows are wearing.
Sure. Alright. So we come back and we find out what the night watch is like. Scope it out. Maybe you do some sneaky catting. I could do some sneaky waiting in the bushing.
Yes.
Alright.
Agreed.
Okay. Should we go hang out in your cave until it's nighttime, or should we watch here?
It's like a 2-hour walk. I mean, maybe we should just find a place to rest and wait.
Alright, let's hide.
Cool.
Hey, let's do that thing that you do.
Which one?
So, real quick, I will show you kind of what roughly you draw for as far as a map to the best of your ability. There, Grrrig. Or Olive, rather.
Olive is Donnie Map Maker.
Yeah, so this is like the best you can do. Everybody see this?
Olive
Yeah.
is not an artist and not a map maker, but she has lived in this town, outside this town, most of her life.
Yeah. So, it's got this wall right here. It kind of runs all over the town. Main gate right down here. There is this is like where the fields are. They also have some livestock that runs around, like chickens or maybe a sheep or two. And then like inside the town is where they keep is where they generally tend to keep most of the livestock. Kind of down in this area. And then the docks are up here, along with the lake up here. You do know that like there's the town hall, for lack of a better name, which is like right there, kind of close to the shore. And there's an inn or a bar, which is not like it's not like a travel inn, but it's like there's a bar, and the people who own the bar live above the bar.
Sometimes drunk people sleep on the floor.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not a very expansive thing, and this is about the best you can do.
Small town, there's not much there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Where
totally.
do you think that they would sleep, like the leader of the bandits? Like, what's the comfiest spot?
Probably above the bar.
Okay. If there's one thing I know, it's the leader of criminal organizations really love comfort.
How do you know
That's
that?
kind of the
Grrrig?
biggest house in town is, the one that has the bar in it.
Fair. And I know that because, like, how wouldn't I know that? You saw the town we came from,
That is true.
full of criminals.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, so like it being a few hours after midday, you can like observe if you want to for the rest of the day and see if you notice anything else.
Can I pop down in cat form?
Sure,
I get one more of those before I need to take a short rest.
sure. Are you going to like venture in a la cat or?
Oh yeah,
All
I'm a
right,
cat. I can walk through the gate.
cool. Yeah.
Can I nudge Spoot and like be sure that Spoot's like taking notes on guard movements and things like that? Like when the workday ends, like as we're watching. Spoot, take notes.
Very good.
Cool.
My old turtle eyes are not where they used to be, but I can still see in the daylight.
Yeah. Yeah. You do notice that after observation that like some of the working figures and some of the figures with crossbows are shorter than others. You get the vague sensation that most of the townsfolk tend to be like humans, but the bandits are kind of a mixed bag. So Olive, you in cat form approach the front gate, right? And in doing so, un momento. There we go. So you approach the town gate, and what you see two people like standing in front of the gate. You see these two humans standing in front of the gate, and two humans with like short bows or long bows. It's kind of hard to tell. Up on either side, like on the walkway up above. But yeah, so you see that, and the gate is closed. Like,
Is it like closed tight, like something cat-sized can't get through?
yeah, like it's closed and it's made to be closed. Like it's not like an open Z gate. It's like more of those logs, but they've just been designed to hinge in some fashion.
I'm gonna
And the gate's probably 15 feet, like each, and it opens in the middle.
gonna, skulk about as a cat. Maybe, wrap around their ankles once or twice to see if I can trip them. And generally be a cat.
Yeah, sure. So you go up, and one of the guys is like, "What the? Get out of here!"
Yeah.
Meow.
GM Jerry in chat. Hey there, yourself. Nice to see you. Welcome on in. The other one immediately bends down and goes, "Oh, kitty, here, kitty," and gets all like lovey-dovey on your cat form. Who's a pretty kitty? Aww.
Meow.
Yeah. He attempts to scoop you up into his arms and continue
I'm gonna bolt.
All right. He goes, "Oh no, come back!" Oh, man, I love
Every
cats.
time.
You see the other guy be
Don't
like,
play that.
"You don't know where that thing's been." It's like, it's a cat. Come on.
Kitty, don't play that. Kitty's gonna just, walk around the, around the edge of the wall and see if there's any, small holes. that
Yeah,
she can
go ahead
duck
and make an
into.
investigation check. So with an 8, it takes you the better part of 40 minutes. So you probably have about 10 minutes left. But you do find a place where you could squeeze through as a cat. It's going to be very tight. But you can probably get through, but you won't have a lot of time to do much of a recon.
I'm gonna stick my head through and kind of look around, but not like commit to it.
Sure, go ahead.
See
Make a perception check. Olive, 12. Great, cool.
Did.
Yeah, it came through. It just took a moment. So with a 12, you can see that there is a like a group of like 4 individuals walking by, kind of looking around. They're all heavily armed, swords, scimitars, crossbows, longbows, armored in various capacities to various degrees. Some of them look tougher than others, but they are walking around in groups of 4. You see probably 2 groups go by before you pull your head back out.
Do I see anywhere big enough for Olive-sized Olive to hide?
I mean, there's a building you could probably sneak behind if you rush in the next 5 minutes.
Let's do it. I'm gonna rush in and try to hide behind this building.
All right. You rush in.
Because I'm not gonna make it back to my friends.
Yep. So you rush in as a cat, kind of hide in a bush, and you feel your body begin to restrict down, back up, and you feel your wild shape lose, and you are a half-orc once again. But you look around real quick, and nobody seems to notice you.
I'm gonna do my best to conceal myself in this little place and see if I can escape detection for an hour and rest up so I can do that again.
Okay. Go ahead, make a stealth check. Because you are attempting to hide for an hour. Okay. Okay. Cool. So you kind of find a place by like one of those carts, that's always like it's like down and half up, and so you like hide under the bottom part of it, hoping that no one's going to notice you. Is the best you got. You can hear some individuals walking. And indeed, one of them says, "Hey! Get out from under there! What are you doing under there?" "Yeah, you under the cart!" Immediately, your hiding place is swarmed by 4 people. One of which has a longsword drawn on you. Actually, 2 of which have... No, one of which has a longsword drawn on you. One of them has a longbow. And the other 2 have... one has a light crossbow and one has a scimitar. And they've just kind of swarmed around your hiding place. And they're like, get out of here. Get out here now.
I'm going to run.
Okay. We're going to have to make a little initiative roll here. Just a second.
Oh, sorry, I'm not on this map, so I don't have a token selected.
No, you are not on this map. I have to make this map. Or at least adjust it. So. You were probably hiding right about there. In this little, like, bush area. And these individuals are surrounding you like so. Great. Cool. So I'm going to need a couple of things to happen here. First off, Olive, why don't you come on over? And you can see. Can everybody else see as well, or can you not see?
Black screen of death.
All right, just a moment.
I can see.
Well, we're not there, but also I want to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, one of these people has pointy ears.
Yeah. Cool. I'm
Is
gonna.
it Carolee?
It's not. It's a short person with pointy ears.
Spoot standing back at the camp going, guys, did we make a plan for what happens if Olive doesn't?
So Olive, go ahead, roll initiative for me.
Okay.
Nice. And all right, cool. All right, so indeed, Olive, you get to act first, as you can see this human man is next to you. And there's a halfling with a scimitar next to you, and you see another human with a crossbow aimed at you, and another human with a longbow aimed at you from a little farther away. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna cast some spike growth as I dive into these bushes.
Okay.
Center that spike growth. Oh crap! I'm gonna switch the thing so you can see it right there as I dive into these bushes here.
All right. So you cast spike growth. Bonk.
I'm looking to not entangle myself in the spike growth.
Sure. So you cast it like over here?
Yeah. Not that far.
Right there.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So with spike growth, and that is a concentration spell. So you are concentrating
Yep.
on spike growth. As you duck out, both of these two are going to take attacks of opportunity on you because they were well aware of you.
There.
The halfling with the short sword, or the scimitar rather, Swings out, misses you with an 8. And then the individual with the long sword and the shield slashes out with a 21 to hit.
Again, he gets me.
Yeah, you take 2 slashing damage. Then you cast your spike growth. And that is difficult terrain for them.
Sure is.
Cool. So you've used 10 feet of movement. You've cast your spell. What else are you going to do?
Hide.
In the bushes?
Yep.
Okay.
Looks like there's some kind of wall here.
Yeah, that's the wall of a house.
Can I go in the house?
You are not near the front door. There's a fence around here. Currently, you're in a bush, and you definitely know they saw you run in a bush.
Right. I'm looking for something more concealing. Is there a way into this house? I see the fence and I see a black blob.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a house. It's just a small little cottage. It's got walls. There's no windows or anything on this side. Maybe around, like, another side of the house, there's a door.
Can I... 10 feet.
Yep, you've got 20 feet
15,
of movement left. So.
20, 25, 30. So I'm kind of over here.
Yep, so
running around the house.
Yep, so you go running around, and you get to there. Great.
Yeah.
Cool. Actually, a couple more attacks would have been launched at you as you bolted. So you take 8 piercing damage from an arrow. And that was a natural 20, by the way. And then, the other bandit swears as his crossbow jams with a natural 1. So you got a nat 1 and a nat 20 on that, so good job. Great, but you run over there, so that's your turn. Next up, bandits are going to do some stuff. Go ahead, roll a d4 for me.
D4?
Yep. Because it's 1d4 for 5 feet of movement, right?
2d4 for 5 feet of movement.
Then roll 2d4.
6.
All right, cool. Yeah. Great. So yeah, this guy runs around the side of the house, jumps over a fence, gets to there. Can see you. You can see he's pulling out a scimitar, but his crossbow, unfortunately, is broken, so he can't do much about it.
I can't see him at all. He's not in my line of sight.
Yeah, you can. He's down here.
No. Oh, over there.
Yep.
Oh, he went the other way around the house.
Yeah, he did.
Aha. Okay.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Go ahead, roll 4d4. Because they don't get a saving throw, right?
Nah. Just hurts.
Oh, yeah. Cool. All right, they take 11 points of damage. And they pull out their crossbow, because they still have one. And they shoot at you with a 7. So they do not shoot you very effectively. She is like, oh, God damn it. Damn it. God damn it. Our soldier friend with the sword and shield is unaware of the change in anything. 20. Go ahead, roll another 2d4. All right. He takes 6 damage, but he does get all the way around to you. However, he has no actions left. Uh, 10. Go ahead, roll 6d4. Okay.
5. There's one more.
Okay, so he takes 12 points of damage as he moves through the area. But he does get a sight on you, and he fires twice in your direction with his longbow. That is a 6 and a 17 to hit.
The 17 does.
You take 3 points of piercing damage as his arrow locks into you. And Olive, it is back to your turn.
All right. My friend right in front of me here, what's he wearing?
He is in armor that appears to be chainmail.
Real hot chainmail.
All right. So you drop concentration on the
Yes.
spike growth, and now he is feeling hot in heated metal pants. Cool. All right. So he takes 7 points of hot damage. Anything else?
He needs to succeed on a saving throw or drop the object. Except it says chainmail, so he can't.
Yeah, so he can't. So that's just so he has to, his hope is to break your concentration. That's really the only way.
He has disadvantage until he manages to get it off.
On attacks? Great.
He has attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Next up, Banditos moves in with his scimitar. He's going to attack you with it. That's an 18 to hit for 4 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
And go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration. DC 10. All right, no problem there. Other bandit lady, the halfling, just kind of moves over there, gets a line of sight on you, fires their crossbow. That's a 17 to hit for 8 points of piercing damage. And go ahead, make another Constitution saving throw. DC 10. Yep, no problem.
I'm so concentrated.
Yeah. The dude with the sword in front of you is now going to attempt to swing his sword at you. With disadvantage, that's a 13.
Damn it, he still hits me.
For 2 points of slashing damage.
I would be unconscious, except I'm an orc.
Right,
so
you're a half orc. Yep. Go ahead, make a saving throw.
Which kind? Sorry.
Constitution, sorry. And you still hold the spell.
Yep. And I
Get
am having done that, I am going to.
Yep, you use your reaction to do your.
I get a reaction.
To
slash him with my scimitar, and.
Okay.
Where is it? Made a weapon attack. When I hit with a weapon attack, I can roll one of the dice an additional time and add it as extra damage.
Cool. So roll.
What did I roll? Another d6.
Yep, roll another d6. Cool. So you reach out and like slash wildly as you come back and you draw your scimitar and slash at him in retaliation for his attack. You get past his shield and actually like hook his neck, and he bleeds out and crumples to the ground. So well done. He is unconscious or dying, apparently, on the ground. The guy with the arrow, or with the longbow, fires twice at you. That's a natural 20 on the first arrow
It's unfortunate.
for 5 points of piercing damage.
Yep. Now I'm really out.
All right, so you go unconscious and dark.
Now I'm really down.
So, Olive, you see as you fade the others to close in around you. And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode of Nuuli Forged.
Hey guys,
Olive,
Olive has been gone a while.
Very long time.
I will add a little tag on to this. The rest of you were watching, and you did see a scuffle break out between a patrol of guards
And a cat.
and an individual who may have been Olive. It was definitely a gray-skinned or gray-clad individual. So,
We can
It's-
see through the wall.
well,
Or
you
was
are
it
you are
outside
on
the
a
walls?
promontory above the walls. Like you are a ways off. So you have a
Okay.
bit of it's distance. You can't make out details, but you definitely saw a scuffle break out before they went behind a building that you couldn't see through.
Want to come out?
You got it. You got it, girl.
So that is where we will end with Olive going unconscious in the care of some individuals, and the rest of you outside having watched it happen. So we'll pick up there next week on Nuuli Forged. Episode 25 is going to be a big one, folks.
Yay.
We'll see how it do. In the meantime, why don't we go around, say our goodbyes, and plug anything if you got any fun projects or whatever. Let's start up in the top with Defect there.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Go Tampa Bay.
Oh, Tampa Bay. Okay. Next up, let's go down to Grrrig.
Hey, thanks for watching. I lost my train of thought, but what else is new? Hopefully you'll check out the YouTube page if you're just joining us for the first time and catch up on all our previous episodes because 25 is going to be big and you're going to want to know everything about our saga.
Clearly.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving on to Sarah, to Olive.
Hey y'all, thanks for being here. I hope I'm not dead. Again.
You have a penchant for death.
Real good at the dead thing. And yeah, thanks for watching. Stay home, stay safe, wear a mask. See you
Yep.
next week.
Great. And Spoot.
I think Sarah just really wants to play a lot of different characters. That's really the secret.
That's right.
No, thanks for watching. Promise Jared and I will get back with some mid-level adventures at some point in the future. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Things to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but until then, big 25 next week.
Yeah. Great. I have been Jared, your dungeon master here on Nuuli Forged. We're going to do a little raid on the Scabby Rooster because they're a great stream. They do a lot of cool, fun stuff over there. See how they're doing tonight. You can catch Matt and I on Mid-Level Adventurers. We have new episodes coming out the pipeline soon. Thank you all for joining us. We hope you had fun. Thanks, GM Jerry. Thanks, G. Ryan. Thanks to I've Got It. Thanks to everybody for hanging out in chat. And we will see you next week. So, goodbye, everybody.